even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hello my darlings, welcome back to another video. Today is the day, 100 looks is officially launched. I actually put it up on Monday, but today is the actual day that it is launched, and I'm about to go to an event and then come home and film some commercials for Instagram and LinkedIn and for YouTube. So yeah, I'm hopping on to do my makeup, and I was like, you know what, let me do this look for them. This is going to be like a pink smoky. I'm just putting on some sunscreen, like a pink smoky eye. It's gonna look white, guys, but I know there are a few sunscreens that do not cast a white glow on your face, and I actually have one here, the Unseen sunscreen from Sephora, but I ran out. I just need to go back and get some more. Anyway, today is the day that the Lookbook has launched. It's actually something that I have been using. We're just going to talk through this, and we are using blush nudes. So I've taken you through 3 of these palettes. Let me tell you something. I liked these 2 so much that I decided to go ahead and get the 3rd one. I think there's another one. I can't remember the name, but it's in a black package. But I saw this blush nudes, and I was like, you know what? Why not? We've been playing with the other Maybelline ones. Let's go ahead and play with this. So let's get into it. We're gonna do my brows and then talk through the looks and why I did it. I actually came up with the idea this spring. Actually, let me not show y'all my edges. Hold on. This blonde hair and black edges. Oh my gosh, this white cast is even worse when I don't have anything on. The looks, where did it come from? Well, this spring, as I was making decisions not to spend as much and doing hauls and things like that, just kind of reframing my mind as it relates to my spending and saving for England, I really have been making an effort to wear what I have. And if there's something that I really, really want, then I will go ahead and get it. But I literally will keep it in the cart, wherever I found it for weeks. And if after a couple weeks, if I still want it, then, you know, I'll budget for it and I'll get it. But for the most part, as you've seen, there have not been a lot of hauls, new, thrift, and otherwise, other than for the lives. Woo, that's a good brow. Okay, sorry. And I'm using the Tanya Crooks. I'm gonna leave everything in the description box below. Have you guys been loving this? I've seen that some of you have purchased this, so I'm hoping that you're loving it as much as I'm loving it. I still use the Anastasia, but this was on the makeup desk. Anyway, that being said, I actually started going through some of my old photos, and I realized that I have a lot of outfit photos and a lot of inspiration. So I kind of just been inspiring myself with old looks and going into the closet and picking out things that that I've worn before and just finding new ways to wear them. And so that's where the lookbook came from, because I figured you guys are my people, and my people have great style. They just may have a bunch of stuff, you know, in the back of the closet and they're like, I love it, I just don't know what else to do with it. And so that's where the concept of 100 looks came from, and it's going to be a volume. So this is volume 1, and I'm definitely going to be doing one in the fall. This one has both spring and it has like all of them kind of mixed together, because I did it thematically with color. And so again, I'm just really excited about it. So that's where the book came from. I know a few of you, well, you may not even have thought about it, but yeah. So I decided to put the lookbook out, and it's out. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it. I've gotten a few of you that have purchased it already. And you're saying that you're inspired and that you're really loving it. It has color theory in the beginning, and then it just goes through a bunch of different colors, my pinks, my purples, and how I've worn them and accessorized them. And volume 2 is going to have more accessories. I'm going to be bringing more of, you know, my purses and my shoes and stuff into the forthcoming volumes. But this one was really just like, here's some inspiration to get you through, especially if you're someone like me who is saving and just thinking differently about their finances and just not wanting to bring things in their wardrobe that are just going to sit there, right? We want to wear our stuff over and over again. Anyway, let's get into it. Because I'm going to be out in these streets, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs concealer, which I probably should throw out because this thing is so old, but it's so good. I like to do a stick concealer when I know I'm going to be doing a lot out in these streets. Does it work? I'm not quite sure. It may be something that I put it all over the eye. It could be that I just think it works, so it does. But I think it lasts longer, personally. And it could be that, again, I don't know if it really does, but it does to me. So I'm going to put it under my eye. And I've had a few people ask why I do the eyeshadow first. I do it first because there tends to be fallout sometimes. And if there is fallout from the powder of the eyeshadow, then it, when you do the rest of your foundation, it, sorry, listening outside, the garbage man. When it falls out, you can kind of just sweep it away. So what I'm going to do, because there are no transition shades. Let me see if I can hold this. There are no transition shades in here. And so I'm going to use the Sassy Siennas. I'm going to use I'm going to kind of mix these three together to do a transition shade in the corner here. And I might just kind of lightly dust it all over because this one feels kind of wet, this concealer. Not wet, but like you can still kind of feel it. So I'm going to do the end and then I'm just going to kind of lightly kind of brush it all over. There's no right or wrong way to do makeup, guys. So you may see me do this right now and then I'll change next week. I just want the end result. All right, so we have that. So yeah, so that's the thought behind 100 looks. And then also part of it is, and my husband brought this to my awareness. I didn't realize that I've been in education since, well, I know that I've been in education since 2005. I didn't realize that was almost 20 years. It wasn't until my husband, I was doing something for the business and he's like, Dion, like you've been in education for almost 20 years. And, yeah, I just never, not to say it never occurred to me, it just wasn't something that that I thought about. And so going forward with the move and everything that we're working on for the next couple of months, it's like, where do I want to put my energy? And to be honest, in doing this lookbook, I really want to put my energy into teaching. I'm not teaching at the university or the college anymore. I actually turned down a position in Chicago. We'll talk about that when we make the move, because some of you may be mad at me, but like, wait a minute, you had what? They offered you a job? Yes, we'll talk about that. But when I think about Posh, when I think about the Dion Dean brand and Dion Dean Creative, I love the education part. And in putting together this lookbook, in my brain, I'm like, suppose I did this like every quarter and then did, the Patreon group or the membership site, and we're going to talk about that. Maybe that is like my thing right now. Like, why am I not going forward in education and educating my community on various things? Because I've had questions about my thoughts on Chanel and my thoughts on quiet luxury and my thoughts on this, that, and other that are going on in fashion, and I don't really talk about it. I need to talk less and do makeup. Hold up. Let's go in here. I'm gonna do a pinky thing, and I haven't used, as you can see, I haven't used this yet, but I want to stay matte. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna use this one here. But in doing this book, I actually really enjoyed putting the content together. It was actually like I was preparing a workbook for my students at the university. It really had the same feel of when you're, putting together curriculum for the class. That's how I felt, and I really, really enjoyed it. So, like I said, I'm gonna be doing more. I just don't know what it's gonna look like. That being said, the membership site, what's going on with that? Well, I really like that too. I'm still looking. I'm trying to hold up. I got a little crazy over here, so let's just wipe that off. Okay. I like the way that sits. I like that color. I am researching if it's going to be Patreon, and you guys tell me. For me, the membership site, the biggest part of the membership site is the ability to go live. I am missing you guys on Posh Live like you don't know what. I'm like, I need to get up there, but where am I gonna do it? Like, I can't even, yeah. So the biggest component, or the biggest thing that I'm looking at, I'm researching YouTube, Patreon, or just doing it on my blog. I just have to be able, I just want to be able, I want you guys to be able to go on to my, to click on the live stream and have it be like easy and less complicated, not as complicated for you guys. And so that's what I'm kind of fighting with now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. Actually, you know what? I don't want to use the palette for that. I want to go back into the Sassy Siennas because I don't want it to be too harsh. I want it to be smoky, but not harsh. So we're going to go, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a cool brown, and this is a, ooh, this is a warm brown. This one right here. I don't want a cool brown. I feel like I want it to be a warm brown. So that's why I'm not going to use this one for the outer corner. I'm going to go in and use this one. Okay, does that make sense? What was I saying? Yeah, I want it to be, I want the user experience to be really seamless and you know. So the easiest thing would have it be a YouTube membership. The second one would be have it be a Patreon. I like Patreon's setup. And hosting on my own site, you guys know I believe in ownership. So, you know, it is what it is. Yes, I don't want it to be too harsh of a line. So we're gonna do it that way. And so you guys tell me. I know that one of the things that I want to do is definitely lives. I definitely want to host some classes. I'm gonna go in with this jumbo stick in this like purpley brown. What's the actual color? Colorful is the color, and that's what I'm going to put on the lower lash line. Yes. Again, this concealer is a little wet, and I'm going to smoke it out with my finger. Just kind of smudge it. There we go. So in my brain right now, the things that I want to do, I'm going to do this mascara so quick, guys. I'm acting like I don't have nowhere to go. The topics that I want to cover in the Patreon group or the membership site, I want to definitely do a book club because I'm a huge reader, so that would be seamless. I definitely want to have conversations about style. I don't necessarily want to do trend reports because I don't believe in them. I mean, in the summer we do neons and pastels and florals, and in the fall we do leathers and browns and neutrals. And so I don't necessarily, I mean, I'll do it, but I'm not going to call it like a trend report. It'll be, you know, a staple. There are some things that are trend driven, like, you know, we were all into the platforms. At one point we were all into the pointed toe. I'm still in the pointed toe. I'm still a pointed toe girl. So just, you know, conversations about style I want to have, but I mostly want to interact with you live. So one of the things, see if you like this, I want to do group styling. I think that would be so cool. So in my brain, what we would do is once a week, we could either do it just like I was doing the Posh Lives on Tuesday nights or Thursday nights. What we'll do is we'll meet one night a week, and you guys, I'll be here. I'll be where my clothes are. And you guys can bring all your fashion questions. And I'm hoping that there's capability where not only can you see me, but I can see you. So we can go right into your closet and you can ask me all the fashion questions. You know, maybe it's a pack with me. Maybe it's, you know, how to pack. It's, you know, how to pack for certain climates, how to pack for the airport or airport chic, anything like that. Just fashion questions. Those are just some things on my brain. All right, let me fix this wig. Let's go in with my foundation and get this white cast off my face. Let's see, we're doing the Chanel Ultra Tint. Perfect match. I've had a few of you say that you've purchased this and you love it. And so that makes me very, very happy because I love it too. And then let's go on the other side. So yeah, that's really it. The only thing now is, and you guys can tell me what you guys think. I know this is really nuts, okay? it should not be this hard to find a name for this group. I'm gonna tell you the names that I've thought of. So, something on my lip. Yeah. Let me powder myself first, and then we'll talk about the names, because I have like 55 names in my head. There were 3 top runners, okay? I'm just gonna put this powder on just to set everything, especially under that eye. Okay, so let's talk about names. Are we ready? First name is the Lab. Second name is the Fashion Lab. And the third name is the Dressing Room. And I'm gonna put a poll in the community as well so that you guys can help me figure out a name. The reasoning behind the Lab, I feel like I've said this before. I'm sorry, this wig is like on its last wear. At the university, there was the fashion design portion or side, and students, fashion design majors. I'm going in with a pink. This is Tom Ford, but you can have any pink. So there was the fashion design side, and of course that's where all the fashion construction was happening, and the mannequins and the machines and the board, the cutting boards and all that kind of stuff. And then there was the fashion lab. They called it the fashion lab, and this is where they would learn the business. So they would learn the vision, the visual merchandising, you know, setting up racks, merchandising, the business side, styling, color theory, all the stuff that I would teach, you know, on an everyday basis. They had to go and put it into practice in the lab. And so when I thought about what I wanted to do education-wise in terms of the membership, I was like, yeah, the fashion lab. That's where we go in and we learn about fashion, right? So the lab, the fashion lab. So then the other part is, and this came out of, and you know, this is where the creative comes out in me with Dean Creative. When I was doing the lookbook, the concept of the dressing room came to me because I'm always talking about playing dress up, right? So that's where the dressing room came from. What do we think? So the lab, the fashion lab, or the dressing room? I'm gonna put on the Sephora pencil. I don't want anything that's too much. This is in Rosewood. I don't want too, I was gonna use cork, but I don't want too much of a brown. I want like a very soft brown. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You okay, Mabby? Which name do you like? Which name do you like? Fashion lab? Lab? Dressing room? The trash man is here. All right. Well, he likes the fashion lab, so fashion lab it may be. All right, what did I want to do? So next I want to do, you guys have seen this. I've done this in a few videos. The Maybelline, this is the one that started it all. So I have the Chai Genius. I have this new one. I'm going to leave a link to this. This is the orange that I featured on YouTube Shorts, and also my Instagram. I'm going to leave a link to this. You guys really like this one, but this one was the one that started it all. The what is it called? Dreamer. This is like the perfect pink when you're wearing a brown, so we're going to use this one. Because I want a pink neutral. I'm going to let that dry down. I know it looks very Barbie pink, but we're going to tone it down a little bit. We're going to let it dry down. Yeah, so that's really everything that's going on in my brain. I have like Barbie pink and Barbie nails. I love the way this liner with the lip when I smile. Garbage really kind of stain kind of loud. But I do love that. I feel like I want to go lighter on the eye though. Now that I have this color, let's see. I may do a bit of shimmer. Let's just stick our finger in it right quick. And let me know if you guys like, I love these update videos with my makeup because it's like you guys are right here. Well, you are kind of right here. All right, so Now that the lip is on, let's see. Did that add anything? Just a little shimmer. All right, so we could leave it matte, but you know I'm not a matte girl. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with Opal. This is the Lifter Gloss from Maybelline. It just kind of tones down the pink just a bit. Oh, yes. I am ready to network. It's like, Dion, why are you networking? You're leaving. Listen, Dion Dean Creative, we can meet via Zoom. So it doesn't matter whether I'm here or not. I'm trying to get clients, guys. These wigs ain't getting no cheaper. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I enjoy these get ready with me's. If you've purchased 100 looks, thank you so much. If you've thought about purchasing 100 looks, what you waiting on, sis? Support your girl. More than support, I created this for those of you who have a bunch of clothes and you just need to add some new life into it, or maybe you got stuff and you're like, I don't know what to do with it. Like I literally don't know. This book is just inspiration, just to spark some ideas, just to get you thinking about color. And it's definitely not something that you can, the intent is not to make you create the specific look, but just to give you ideas of what you can do and what's possible and what you can do with color. It is 150, 100, 200, 300% for inspiration. And so I pray that you are inspired. And let me know in the description box, is it the lab, the fashion lab, or the dressing room? What did Maverick say? The fashion lab? All right, love you guys so much. See you soon. Bye.
Go, go.